Hi, and welcome to Gamecock Insider. I'm your host, Andy Demetra. March has arrived, so where else would we be but Colonial Life Arena, where the South Carolina men's and women's basketball teams are primed for a postseason push. The Gamecock women just capped their run in the SEC tournament in Jacksonville, Florida. But before that, they capped off a perfect SEC season here at Colonial Life Arena. When you go 16-0 in conference, that means plenty of highlights along the way. Enjoy this special look back at some of the best moments from Dawn Staley and the Gamecock women's team in 2016.
Tiffany Mitchell loads one up from the right wing and knocks down the first bucket of the season.
And there's Cuevas. She's going to shoot this, right? No, a great pass. Salvadores goes behind her back.
You know, it's very rare you get the double. Oh, like she crossed up at half court. It was, oh, and then she got behind the back from the crowd.
Elena Coates took her game up another level. Intense, and really being the workhorse in the paint for South Carolina.
Sessions knocks it home from 70 feet.
Tina Roy from way downtown got it. Sessions thought about it there. Nice behind the back pass to Tina Roy. Wow. And here she goes again from the corner. Got it. The senior from Louisiana dropping him from outside. 7 3-pointers on the afternoon.
0.9 seconds to play. Got it! 0.9 seconds to play. We don't want to foul. The Aggies will have to trigger it in and hope for a miracle. They get in, stolen by Mitchell. Game over. Tiffany Mitchell with the steal. And the Gamecocks hold on to win it. They knock off the Aggies 59-58. They stay unbeaten at 17-0.
Great look from Mitchell to the corner. Roy finishes this one.
Great pitch to the corner by Mitchell.
Now it'll just be up to Kadisha Sessions from 30 feet. Bang!
They will walk away with a perfect finish in the SEC, 16-0. Just the second team ever to do that in the Southeastern Conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here tonight. Coach Staley has made it very clear that the journey of Gamecock women's basketball will continue. But please take a moment to congratulate our women for the 3rd consecutive SEC championship.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Coke Zero. Enjoy everything. By Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work. And by Wild Wing Cafe. We've got just the thing to make you wild. Gamecock Insider is a production of Gamecock IMG Sports Marketing.
America's workers are passionate about building better lives for themselves and their families. Colonial Life is passionate about helping them with benefits that preserve and protect what they work so hard to build. Even if challenging times get in their way, when you need us most, we're there, and we've been there for 75 years. Colonial Life, the benefits of good, hard work.
Win the opportunity to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the court. Winners receive 2 tickets, pre-game court passes, and autographed merchandise. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Court is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage.
upgraded all your old technology. So what about this? It's time to get into the new with Ford. New is EcoBoost technology. New is a foot-activated liftgate. New is tougher, stronger, and lighter. New is Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now, get into a new Fusion for $179 or 0 for $60 plus $2,000 trade assist. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Join us every week at Wild Wing Cafe for Carolina Calls from 7 to 8 p.m. Wild Wing Cafe is Columbia's home for hot wings, cold beer, and good times. Tune into Carolina Calls every week and go to wildwingcafe.com for more information.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Gamecock Insider. Brad Muller joined by South Carolina women's basketball coach Dawn Staley. Well, Coach, your third straight Southeastern Conference regular season championship. You go 16-0 in SEC play, a tremendous year. Have you taken any time to enjoy what you've accomplished so far?
I've enjoyed it throughout the journey, although it's hard to do that, especially when you're playing so many high-level games and competitive games. But I always, think back on 8 years ago when wins were hard to come by. So when we do get wins, we want to enjoy them, but we also want to turn the page to get ready for the next challenge.
Well, third straight championship, but the first time that the Gamecocks have gone 16-0 in SEC play, and only the second SEC team to run the table since they went to a 16-game schedule. What does that mean to you?
Well, it means if you look at our program, we've improved in SEC play. And when you improve in SEC play, you're going to improve nationally. So our players put us in a position to, do some incredible things in our league. And I think we had the toughest schedule on our, in conference play. But for our team to go 16-0, at this stage of the game is quite remarkable, and really proud of them and the effort they put into it, as well as our coaching staff.
It's a remarkable senior class you've had here, and you've seen a lot of growth, obviously, over the years. I know Sarah Amovio, just 1 year here, but the rest of them 4 and 5 years for the other seniors. Talk a little bit about their growth and what you've seen since, especially those older players, since their freshman year.
When we recruited them, the main question that we posed to them was, do you love basketball? And they all said yes, because we wanted the majority of our team and we wanted all of our players to love basketball, because we're, as a coaching staff, going to ask you to do some things out of the love of the game. And they all made that commitment to the love of the game, and it shows through the things that they've been able to accomplish, not just on the court, because they really are quality human beings. You can't succeed in what's taken place over the last few years without having quality people.
They've all kind of taken different paths as well. Of course, Tiffany Mitchell was a starter as a freshman, but she wasn't the All-American as a freshman. Khadijah had a slower start. Asia Dozier had a slower start. Tina Roy came off an injury after her first freshman year. Where have you seen the most growth for some of these individuals?
Well, I think all of them, after each year, they put themselves in a position to look within, figure out, how do I make a bigger impact? How can my role change? How can I better my role? So for someone like Tiffany Mitchell, she watched Aisha Walker. She watched those players that were the leaders of our team and know how to, play an integral role in our success on both sides of the ball. Asia Dozier, she figured out, that no one on the team, on the roster, is smarter than she is. So she applied, her basketball IQ to it. Khadijah Sessions, she's always been a work in progress, because, when you're a scoring point guard in high school, that is the thing that you want to do on this level. But when you are surrounded by so many different players, so many high-level players as a point guard, sometimes your option is the fourth or fifth option. And it took her a while to make that adjustment. But now, now that she's playing her best basketball, because she's understanding, the type of shot she should get out there on the floor. And Tina Roy, obviously she's got a great basketball IQ. She found her way into the gym. And when you find your way into the gym, your shooting percentage is going to increase. And she's given us that outside threat that we've needed over the past couple of seasons, and now it's just working. But that's what it takes, 2, 3, maybe 4 years to really understand all the things that it takes to be successful on an individual level.
As the SEC tournament wraps up and you do look ahead to the NCAA tournament, what are you looking forward to the most about the NCAA tournament?
Well, I'm looking forward to hosting because our fans have done a tremendous job at putting us in a position to be the darlings of attendance. And, they deserve to see our seniors go out with the bang and host. So I'm looking forward to the first and second rounds being here in Colonial Life Arena. And then, wherever that leads us, I'm looking for us to have the same kind of success that we had last year.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a great regular season and best of luck in the postseason.
Thank you, Brad.
All right, that'll do it for Coach Dawn Staley. I'm Brad Muller.
If it wasn't for the University of South Carolina, we never would have started it.
We had an idea for a new way to create digital trees for video games and movies. So we decided to start SpeedTree through the USC Technology Incubator. Now, our software has been used in more than 50 feature films.
The fact that a couple of USC grads can have such a huge impact on Hollywood and even win an Academy Award, that's what No Limits means to us.
Hey, Leo, you know what time it is?
What time is it?
Our annual time to collect shoes for kids in need. Tell them about it, guys.
Bring a brand new pair of kids' sneakers to United Auto Sales and get a free pair of tickets to see the Lady Gamecocks play.
All shoes will be donated to Inner Soul to help a needy child right in our community.
So donate a pair of sneakers, get a pair of tickets, only at United Auto Sales. Let's make this year better than the last.
We're gonna get it,
United Auto Sales!
You've upgraded all your old technology, so what about this? It's time to get into the new with Ford. New is EcoBoost technology. New is a foot-activated liftgate. New is tougher, stronger, and lighter. New is Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now, get into a new Fusion for $179 or 0 for $60 plus $2,000 trade assist. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Offensively challenged tonight. Little cookies there from Carrera. And he serves it up with the slam. Carrera taps it, gets it, slams it. Tied up at 49 here in South Carolina.
That was our Sandsbury Ice Center. Did you see that play as we welcome you back to Gamecock Insider? I'm your host, Andy Demetriou, joined by South Carolina Associate Head Coach for men's basketball, Matt Figger. And Fig, you've done this a while, but every year is different. Senior Day was this past Thursday for your team against the Georgia Bulldogs. Your four seniors, Mindaugas Kaichanis, Lamona Sakevicius, Michael Carrera, and Brian Steele. What do they mean to you?
Well, they're the birth of our program for us. I mean, they came in with us. All of them were recruited in late. The three guys who were actually playing were scholarship guys, and Brian actually came in through walk-on tryouts. But you know, they've meant a lot. Each of them meant something different. They've all made themselves guys who are going to get a degree. They've been at one time or another on the SEC All-Academic role. They've done an unbelievable amount of community services. They've represented this program with class and fashion, and they've all been major contributors in one way or another on the court.
It's been a long way since their first season at South Carolina to where you guys are poised right now. Michael Carrera putting together an all-SEC season. His growth as a player from when you first got him to where he is now, what has impressed you the most about Michael's evolution as a Gamecock?
I just think his confidence in shooting the basketball. The stroke had always been there. It's just the mental part of it. He's been able to put that together. His competitiveness, the willingness to win and do whatever it takes. going and getting double-doubles. I think he may be third in the league in double-doubles behind Kingsley and Simmons. So, I mean, he's done about everything you could possibly imagine for us this year.
Our Terminix Pest Player of the Week have to be all those seniors here as we honor them on Senior Day. On the Palmetto Health Injury Report, John Reagan continues to be out with illness. Everybody else, flu-like symptoms he had to dodge this past week, but everybody ready to go. And here we are, sent for the postseason, and this is an end of the season unlike any that your class of players have had here at South Carolina. As coaches, do you have to be a little extra keen to managing the emotions of what might be out there and some of those aspirations?
I just think now that, we're into a new year. We're into a new season. It's kind of like starting over. I mean, the next time you lose will be the last time you play in the SEC. The next time you lose after that, your season's over. So with that being said, you can't be fearful of the moment. You got to be ready to go and just play every possession like it's your last.
Guy who's really come on of late, your junior Dwayne Notice, among the SEC leaders in three-point percentage. What has explained that rise here at the end of the season?
I think the same as last year. I think he's just, he went through a spell early that kind of hit a wall a little bit mentally and physically. And I think now, he's back confident, shooting the ball well. I think we're getting him the ball in right spots. And once he gets his feet set coming off screens, he's pretty good.
Every season has evolution within it. Sindarius Thornwell has played a lot more at the point as SEC play has rolled on. Even though he's not a natural point guard, what does he bring to the one that's really valuable to your team?
I think adjustments, things out of timeouts, things on the fly, things that we call from the bench that he knows, being experienced. That's no knock on PJ. It's just a matter of experience. And so the adjustments that we can make with him through the experience that he's been on the court for basically been a 3-year starter and playing all the minutes, he kind of has a feel for what Frank wants.
Senior night also represents the last home game at Colonial Life Arena. You guys had 3 sellouts before even senior night came along. Does it marvel even you to know where the program was from an attendance standpoint, from an atmosphere standpoint, when you guys first arrived to what you've built now?
It's incredible. It speaks volumes about the fan support we have in this state of South Carolina, that the fans want passionate play. That's all they've asked for, and I think that in the past 4 years we've given it to them, and they have rewarded us by selling this building out.
All right, Fig, you've been coaching here for about 20 years. How many music or music performance majors have you coached?
Ooh, I would say none.
Yeah, well, actually, now you have one.
No, one.
Which we're glad you mentioned that, because that is your sophomore walk-on, Jarrell Holloman, who, when he's not trying to help the Gamecocks make noise on the court, he is certainly making some elegant noise off it. Let's take a deeper look and introduce you to sophomore Jarrell Holloman. Introducing the Tex-Mex Bacon Thick Burger with fire-roasted peppers and onions, smoky Santa Fe sauce, and thick-cut bacon on a 100% Black Angus beef patty. New at Hardee's.
You can get 2 free tickets to see your Gamecocks men's basketball team take the court this season just by shopping at Buy Low. Purchase a minimum of $50 worth of groceries in one transaction and exchange your receipt at the Colonial Life Arena ticket office for 2 free tickets to a South Carolina home game. This offer is valid only while supplies last, so shop at your local Buy Low today. Britton's of Columbia has Gamecock attire for men and ladies with accessories to match from brands like Southern Tide and Smathers and Branson. Stop by Britton's of Columbia or like Britton's on Facebook.
America's workers are passionate about building better lives for themselves and their families. Colonial Life is passionate about helping them with benefits that preserve and protect what they work so hard to build. Even if challenging times get in their way, when you need us most, we're there, and we've been there for 75 years. Colonial Life, the benefits of good, hard work.
When you grow up in a place, it's not just where you're from, it's who you are. The way things are done there becomes just how they're done. And while other places are nice, none of them quite feel like home. We're proud to say we grew up in the South, where serving you best starts with a conversation. Visit us at your nearest South State location or at southstatebank.com.
People ship all kinds of things
But what if that thing is a few 100,000 doses of flu vaccine
that need to be kept at 41 degrees.
while being shipped to a country where it's 90 degrees? In the shade.
Sound hard? Yeah.
Does that mean people in Laos shouldn't get their vaccine?
We didn't think so.
From figuring it out to getting it done.
We're here to help.
Good hard work has earned Mindaugas Kaichenis the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the basketball team, Kaichenis is a senior HRTM major with a 3.352 GPA. This week's Academic Athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work. Welcome back to Gamecock Insider. Just off to my right, the South Carolina band performs at every Gamecock home basketball game, adding enthusiasm and spirit to the atmosphere. Their performances are enjoyed by everyone, but appreciated by one in particular on the South Carolina basketball team. He's redshirt sophomore forward Jarrell Holloman, who's not only a skilled basketball player, but as you'll soon find out, a skilled percussionist as well. Take a look.
There's been multiple times when a coach or, someone has been like, you need to focus on basketball or you need to focus on music because this is what you can be professional in this field. But now I'm here, everybody's very welcoming of the fact that I can do both. When I knew I was going to start to walk onto the team, I was like, okay, well, how is this going to work with practice being so long? But everybody's very supportive. They're very flexible, so I'm able to go back and forth. Coaches are very supportive, very, very supportive with my music. And actually, Coach Martin was like, when am I going to see you play? It was a while back, and I was like, I'm not sure, but I do have a recital coming up on March 21st, so I'll make sure to tell him about it so he can see what I do. When we have practice over at either CLA or the Coliseum, I immediately, after I get done, take a shower and all that stuff, I come straight here and do 2 to 3 hours of practice. They do translate, sort of, because everything has rhythm. So that helps a lot over at the basketball court. I got started when I was about 7. The reason I got started was because of drum set. Kind of, though, because I wanted a set of tenors, which is like the marching drums where they have like 6 of them. So for Christmas, I write in tenors for my Christmas list when I was 7 years old. My mom got me a drum set, so I was like, not quite what I wanted, but I'll play it. So I started off with the drum set. I really realized when I wanted to do it like professionally, like symphony professionally, I saw the ASO, the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, play Tchaikovsky 4 for his 4th symphony, and that's when I was like, yeah, I could do this for a living. For a performance, when you start performing, then you get that kind of rush that you're like, okay, I'm ready. I want to play now. I want to get my master's at a really good school, which you can go. There's a lot of different outlets for masters. And then if, I'm going to start auditioning during and after my master's and see if I can get into a symphony. Or if, there's an outlet basketball-wise, I'd like to go that route as well. But, I have my hands until I'm, 7 years old, but I can't dunk a ball until I'm 7 years old. So music is always going to be there for me.
Jarrell Holloman coming to a basketball court and maybe a symphony near you. Now let's look at My Carolina.
Now, Gamecocks everywhere can support their beloved university year-round at the USC Alumni Center. Our spirit capital is the place to support student learning, connect to each other, and advocate for Carolina, no matter where you are in the world. Alumni, students, faculty, staff, and fans, we are ready to welcome you home. Visit mycarolina.org and stay connected forever to thee.
Planning a brighter future is easy with Future Scholar, South Carolina's tax-deductible 529 college savings plan. The holiday season is a great time to open a Future Scholar account. It's never too early to start investing in your children's future. Learn more at futurescholar.com and let's paint their futures bright.
Win the opportunity to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the court. Winners receive 2 tickets, pre-game court passes, and autographed merchandise. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Court is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage.
Turn out the lights.
Why is all your junk in your new car? It's not junk.
Thank you. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night.
Are you kidding me?
Nissan Sentra, J.D. Power's highest-ranked compact car in initial quality. Now get a $149 per month lease plus $500 on the Nissan Sentra.
Carolina and Clemson haven't agreed on much since 1896. It's a healthy multi-sport rivalry. And this year, every head-to-head competition is part of the inaugural certified SC-grown Palmetto Series. So while Gamecocks and Tigers each support their team, we can all support local farmers by purchasing certified SC-grown products. Just look for the certified SC-grown label where you shop and follow your team at palmettoseries.com. It's a matter of taste.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Coke Zero. Enjoy everything. By Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work. And by Wild Wing Cafe. We've got just the thing to make you wild. Gamecock Insider is a production of Gamecock ING Sports Marketing.
Our thanks to Dawn Staley, Matt Fager, and Jarrell Holloman for joining us this week. And on behalf of all of us at Gamecock Productions, I'm Andy Demetra. We'll see you next time on Gamecock Insider.